This bulletin proudly brought to you in association with Alex Campbell's Menswear.
Tonight on The South Today. People put their best feet forward to raise funds for mental health in the nation's first ever Gumboot Day. Tourists are enjoying Kaikoura as life continues to return to normal following the November 2016 earthquake. And dozens gathered at the Wanaka lakefront yesterday to examine and learn about electric cars. Kia ora, good evening, I'm Melissa Barton. Scores of Kiwis ditched their loafers, heels or sneakers in favour of gumboots today in support of inaugural mental health initiative Gumboot Friday. Mental health charity I Am Hope and its founder Mike King have launched the initiative to raise money and awareness for children's mental health, with people in the south putting their best foot forward.
A good way to warm up on a cold day. Pupils at Kaikorai Valley College in Dunedin taking part in the first ever Gumboot Friday. It's a nationwide initiative from mental health campaigner Mike King, who's hoping the day will raise $2 million.
So basically the idea behind the gumboots is that living with depression is like walking through mud.
All the proceeds are set to go to the mental health charity I Am Hope, and for these students it's extra motivation to do their bit.
A student from the school a while back, he actually committed suicide, and that was obviously really hard on everyone, and I think, you know, ever since then everyone's kind of had a better understanding of like how bad things can get.
Further north in Ashburton, local celebrities and politicians got into the spirit of the day, organising a gumboot throwing contest. The money raised today can only be accessed by mental health professionals who engage in therapy or counselling with children who meet the criteria.
Because not only are we raising awareness about it, we're also fundraising to get counsellors, which is a way of like being able to help these students who are struggling.
137 young New Zealanders died by suicide last year, with another 3,500 attempting to take their own lives. King says by donning gumboots today, Kiwis can show people who are struggling they're not alone. In Dunedin, The South Today.
A pair of water spouts which formed off St Clair this morning caught the eye of a nearby resident who filmed the unusual weather phenomenon. Zeb Sullivan was at his house in Kew at around 10:20 this morning when he first spotted the two water spouts near White Island. They were gone 5 minutes later. He says there was nothing too unusual about the weather in the lead up to the water spouts forming, but there was some heavy hail before and after he saw them. He's never seen the phenomenon at St Clair before. He says the water spouts were pretty cool viewed from Kew, but he imagines they would have been very impressive viewed from the water or from the beach. Tourists are enjoying Kaikoura as life continues to return to normal following the magnitude 7.5 earthquake, which hit the area in November 2016. There are still traffic delays as massive earthworks continue, but that's not dampening the enjoyment of tourists.
Driftwood among the growing weeds, marking where the old high tide line used to be before the Kaikoura earthquake of November 2016. The massive uplift of land saw the destruction of parts of State Highway 1 along the Kaikoura coastline. Thanks to the efforts of road crews, the scenic route has been reopened, and tourists such as Bernie Coleman are now coming back.
It's really a beautiful area. The thing that's ruining it at the moment is a lot of the roadworks, but I can understand that because of the damage that has been done by previous earthquakes. Once the roadworks are finished, this is going to be an absolutely magnificent area.
The seal colony at Ohua Point was a popular stopping area before the earthquake, but the area bore the brunt of the destruction. Despite the current roadworks, the seals seem to be thriving.
We've come up to this area to do the whale watch, but it's been because of 3 metre swells out of the bay. That's been actually cancelled. So we took a drive up here to have a look up here, and we found the seal colony. And it's been absolutely magnificent up here.
Travellers along the highway are still experiencing significant delays due to roadworks, which are expected to be completed by the end of the year. In Kaikoura, The South Today.
A man caught masturbating at a popular beachside spot has explained to police he was simply airing himself out. 45-year-old Luke Kay appeared in the Dunedin District Court yesterday, where he pleaded guilty to performing an indecent act back in January. Police were called by members of the public who found the defendant with his pants down and genitals exposed. He gave officers the excuse of airing out his nether regions and was arrested. Kay's actions are one example of many such reported offences at St Clair and St Kilda in recent years. Dozens gathered at the Wanaka lakefront yesterday to examine and learn about electric cars and the attraction of owning one. Electric vehicle owners taking part in the Great EV Road Trip stopped off in town yesterday afternoon to inform locals about what the vehicles had to offer.
Stopping off in Wanaka on the annual Great EV Road Trip.
This is its 5th year, and what we have done on all of those occasions is just try to explain and demonstrate that EVs can drive all the way around the country.
Organised by the Better New Zealand Trust, they say it's a good opportunity for people to learn more about electric vehicles and talk to EV owners without feeling pressured to buy one.
They're just so fun to drive, they're cheap to operate, and they just make such a huge difference to the world. So we're trying very hard to persuade the good burghers of Wanaka and Central Otago that this is what they should at least start thinking about.
The number of electric vehicle registrations has risen significantly in recent years, from around 600 nationwide at the start of 2015 to nearly 13,000 now. And with the number of charging stations now available, Trounsden says an electric vehicle is a good option.
When their car needs replacing, they should consider whether one EV in their family might actually do the trick, and it might actually save them money.
The road trip began late last month and will continue until the end of April in Wanaka, the South today.
Still to come on the South today, charities stand to lose out as the Great Easter Bunny Hunt is cancelled for the 2nd year in a row, and we sit in with the first rehearsal ahead of this month's Tally Ho 3 concert.
Wait for seed to germinate. Why not do it the smart way? For instant results, call Ready Lawn today, or for more information, go to readylawn.co.nz.
Every Kiwi deserves a reliable garage door. Rely on Garrador to protect your important stuff. Just like Darren, his Garrador keeps his favourite ride in mint condition. We have a huge range at affordable prices. Visit our website for a free consultation. We stand behind every door.
At Green Island Medical Centre, we are committed in caring for our future and present generations. We know as a young person, coming to the doctors can be quite daunting. Our highly skilled doctors and nurses will make your experience one where you will leave with a smile. Your health is very important to us.
At the Hard to Find Bookshop, we sell quality books on all subjects, from the rare to the recent. And where viable, we will come to you. We have a great reputation for integrity and honesty, so if you're downsizing or sorting an estate and have books to sell, contact us.
Season, we're proud to dress the region. Alex Campbell Menswear, it fits.
Step into Ross Cafe, located at Ross Home in North East Valley. We have a great range of hot and cold food, friendly service and a warm atmosphere that you are sure to enjoy. We look forward to serving you soon at Ross Cafe.
Don't suffer in silence. Call Sunny Chin, Chi Master Body Technician, for structural, muscular, emotional bodywork. Phone 03 4250 606 for all your pain relief.
When it's time to say goodbye to your pet, Heaven Sent Pet Cremations are here to help you through this difficult experience. Call Heaven Sent Pet Cremations today for their care and guidance. Phone 489 2274. If you're at risk of developing melanoma skin cancer, you owe it to yourself to have a mole map. Mole Map is coming to your area. Phone today to make an appointment. It could save your life.
Evening, I'm from the Parks Department. Have you got a permit for that fire?
Welcome back. The Great Easter Bunny Hunt has been cancelled for the second year in a row. Event convener Dave Ramsey has confirmed the Bunny Hunt won't be held this Good Friday and Easter Saturday, as it has been for about 25 years. Last year's Bunny Hunt was canned because of the introduction of a new rabbit virus. The Alexandra Lions Club, which organised the Bunny Hunt, say the fire risk and high grass levels this season means it's not safe to hold it. The event raises about $10,000 every year for the Lions Club, which donates the money to various causes. Dunedin's Town Hall is set to rock later this month as the Dunedin Sound gets a classical makeover. Tally Ho 3 is the third instalment of classic songs from around the Flying Nun record label, performed live with the Dunedin Symphony Orchestra.
Settling the score. Principal singers of this month's Tally Ho concert beginning rehearsals today, coming after around a year of preparation for the event's co-founder. Verlaine's frontman and music lecturer Graham Downs says while it's the third time they're performing contemporary songs in an orchestral setting, it'll be pretty rock and roll.
And the new ones that I've attempted were quite challenging for me to orchestrate, and because it gets exponentially harder. 3-minute song, easy. 4-minute song, twice as hard. 6-minute song, 3 times as hard. 8-minute song, 10 times as hard, because you've got to control the structure and the size of it. So it's going to be a pretty strap yourself in listening experience.
Contemporary vocalist Molly Devine has been involved with the project since the beginning and feels blessed to have an even bigger role this year.
So I've got quite a lot of songs to myself, as well as working with the other singers and doing some of the backup vocals. So yeah, I'm just so excited because I got a couple of songs, the first one, a couple of songs, and the next one, and this year I just feel like I have a really amazing spread of songs to be working with.
Meta Talani Alo is another singer who's been part of the Tally Ho whānau since the beginning, and even though he's part of the team, he admits singing Verlaine's songs in front of Graham Downs is a bit nerve-wracking.
Very scary, very scary. Since the beginning, especially Tally Ho 2, we picked up Death in the Maiden, and also, Death in the Maiden, and with this one, James, Jimmy News and Timmy. I'm really nervous, especially with Graham being there, but at the same time, it's a good challenge, because it really helps me to step outside of my comfort zone as an artist.
As today's rehearsals progressed, the trio were joined by opera singer Annalise and conductor Peter Adams.
We start rehearsing with the orchestra on Wednesday, and then it's all go on Saturday.
And from today's beginnings in the safety of Black Sail House at the University of Otago, rehearsals are set to move to Hanover Hall, where the Dunedin Symphony Orchestra and all the feature singers will make sure they're pitch perfect by showtime. In Dunedin, the South Today.
After the break on the South Today, the Highlanders hope a home game will help get their Super Rugby season back on track. And we have the weekend's weather for you, so stay with us.
At the Hard to Find Bookshop, we sell quality books on all subjects from the rare to the recent, and where viable, we will come to you. We have a great reputation for integrity and honesty, so if you're downsizing or sorting an estate and have books to sell, contact us.
Green Island Medical Centre have 2 late night clinics. We are now open on a Tuesday and Thursday night until 7 p.m. with doctor and nurse appointments available. Phone us on 488 2754 to make a booking or to find out more information.
Why wait for seed to germinate? Why not do it the smart way? For instant results, call Ready Lawn today, or for more information, go to readylawn.co.nz.
Every Kiwi deserves a reliable garage door. Rely on Garrador to protect your important stuff. Just like Darren. His Garrador keeps his favourite right in mint condition. We have a huge range at affordable prices. Visit our website for a free consultation. We stand behind every door.
Most of us have spots on our skin. That's quite normal. Finding skin cancer as early as possible is key to successful treatment. Book in for a free check of 1 to 2 moles or a comprehensive full body check with the Mole Doctor in Waverley.
When it's time to say goodbye to your pet, Heaven Sent Pet Cremations are here to help you through this difficult experience. Call Heaven Sent Pet Cremations today for their care and guidance. Phone 489 2274.
Step into Shop on Carroll and discover a shop full of treasures. We have a fantastic range of vintage and retro clothes, upmarket clothing labels, collectible items, beautiful jewellery, quality linen and the best range of vintage haberdashery.
Oh, help! Don't suffer in silence. Call Sunny Chin, Chi Master Body Technician for structural, muscular, emotional bodywork. Phone 03 4250 606 for all your pain relief.
Every reason, every season, we're proud to dress the region. Alex Campbell Menswear, it fits.
Step into Op Shop on St Andrew and discover a place with plenty of bargains for yourself, your friends and the whole family. We have new items arriving every day. Visit us for a fabulous range of economy and upmarket clothing, accessories, books, shoes and more. Shop with us and support your community.
If you're at risk of developing melanoma skin cancer, you owe it to yourself to have a mole map. Mole Map is coming to your area. Phone today to make an appointment. It could save your life.
Thanks for staying with us. The Highlanders are relishing the chance to get back on home turf and reboot their Super Rugby campaign. They host the Hurricanes at Forsyth Bar Stadium tonight, looking to get their stuttering season back on track.
It's been anything but smooth for the Highlanders so far in 2019. 2 wins followed by 2 losses, a cancelled match, a demoralising loss and then a bye. They host the Hurricanes at Forsyth Bar Stadium tonight, looking to get some momentum into their season. Head coach Aaron Major says it's exciting to be back home.
We've only played here once this year, so get to play in front of our fans, in front of our people and play our games. So that's something we're really excited about.
The side's played just 1 home game this year, Major desperate for a win and turning to his more experienced players to get one.
What we decided this week was to go with guys who have experience in a situation where we're going to need that because it's going to be another high pressure situation against the Hurricane side out here.
The Highlanders forwards have raised the stakes in the first games of the season and will look again to dominate the Hurricanes pack tonight, widely regarded as lightweights by rugby pundits. Their opponents, though, a bit more circumspect.
As they say, if you back a dog into a corner, they're going to come out fighting, so
that's exactly what's probably going to happen to them. And as you say, we've been in that position before. We feel like you've got a point to prove. So you've got a point to prove and nothing to lose. You just come out guns blazing. So it's going to be awesome.
And with All Blacks trio Liam Squire, Aaron Smith and Waisaki Naholo all out with injury, coaching staff are insisting they put their trust in the game plan in Dunedin, the South today.
And now recapping tonight's top stories on the South today. Many people across the South put their best feet forward to raise funds for mental health, joining with the nation for the first ever Gumboot Day. Tourists are enjoying Kaikoura as life continues to return to normal following the November 2016 earthquake, even though there are still traffic delays. And dozens gathered at the Wanaka lakefront yesterday to examine and learn about electric cars as the great EV road trip rolled silently into town. And now look at what's happening in tomorrow's ODT. Welcome, Phil Somerville. Now you've got show and tell there for us.
Show and tell, that's right. The first up's Resilient, the second edition. There was one a few months ago. A lot of it's been put together by Maureen Howard. It dominates the mix. It's a series of environmental features and the TV programs and everything else still there, of course. So look for that in tomorrow's paper.
Fantastic.
Lovely,
looks like great reading,
yes,
this.
Lovely story here. Charlotte Underwood-Nicol. She's won in just recent times 22 medals across 3 different sports. Lovely, positive story.
What an amazing accomplishment.
Just great.
And fantastic photo.
Yeah. And another lovely photo, this time on the Gumboot Day with mental health. Lovely picture from Kaikoura Valley College. So that's just a small sample of what's in the big Saturday paper.
Is it the headmaster
tomorrow.
in shorts as well?
Oh, I haven't read the story, so I'll look for that. I'm going back to work straight after here on tonight, so I'll read that with interest and see if you're on the ball.
Oh, fantastic. A perfect way to show off his gumboots.
Indeed.
Wonderful. Thanks. And you can catch all of that in tomorrow's ODT. And now time for a look at tomorrow's weather.
Tonight's weather proudly brought to you by MoleMap.
Beginning with the southern view taken of a man and his dog both travelling by bicycle in Dunedin. Looking at the situation, a fine weather weekend is in store with plenty of sunshine, but rather cold temperatures and frosty nights in many inland areas. Starting off at the northwest of the South Island, Greymouth and Westport can expect cloudy skies and 17-degree highs. Across to the northeast, Nelson and Blenheim, you've got a few clouds and will also reach a high of 17. In Canterbury, expect showers or rain for some of you, a high of 12 degrees for Kaikoura, 13 and cloudy in Christchurch, and Ashburton you'll reach a high of 12 degrees. In the southern towns, plan for light winds and fine weather. The Catlins and Gore are going to reach 14, while Balclutha and Lumsden head for 15 degrees. Heading westwards to the Central Lakes, where you're due to have light winds and clear skies. Wanaka you're aiming for 16, Alexandra and Queenstown 15, while those in Te Anau should plan for 14 degrees with fine weather. To the northern towns, Twizel and Amarama get ready for light winds, fine weather and a high of 16 degrees. Timaru and Oamaru expect light northeasterlies and cloudy skies, and you're both looking at a high of 12 degrees. In Dunedin, showers clearing tonight with southerlies easing with an overnight low of 5, which is a bit chilly. Sunny periods and some cloud tomorrow, cold with northeasterlies developing. Prepare to wrap up warm for the South Dunedin Street Festival as southwesterlies die out. Looking at a high of 12 and a low of 5. And it's fine and sunny but cool on Sunday with moderate northeasterlies. Looking at a high of 13 and a chilly-ish low of around 8 degrees. Heading to Invercargill, fine tonight with frost possible with an overnight low of just 1 degree, so make sure you wrap up warm. Fine and sunny tomorrow, cool with light winds, heading for a high of 14 and a low of 3. And it's milder on Sunday with long sunny periods and moderate northerlies developing. Your high should be 16 and a low of just 5 degrees for you. Looks like winter is on its way. And that's all for our news this Friday. For the latest news from the Southern region, head online to odt.co.nz and follow Channel 39 on Facebook and YouTube. Have a great weekend and don't forget to put your clocks back on Saturday night for the end of daylight saving. Ka kite anō.
This bulletin proudly brought to you in association with Alex Campbell's Menswear.
Supporting local content so you can see more of New Zealand on air.